Welcome to this week's Tech and Sip. With COVID winding down, I thought I might start traveling soon, and to prevent the rat's nest that I'm used to having, I thought I would get a cable organizer, so I bought myself the native Union Stow Organizer. Should help alleviate that a little bit. To go with this travel theme, I thought it'd be fun to do a sampler of different wines from around the world. We have, starting off on my left, the Governor's Cuvée Stanford Brut from California, a nice sparkling white. We have the JP Chenet Cabernet Syrah from France. We have the Rondel Gold, also sparkling wine from Spain. And lastly, the Risata Moscata d'Asti from Italy. So it's going to be pretty fun, kind of having that little bit of sample as I travel through these different products and wines. So starting off, we're going to look at the spec sheet for the Stow Organizer. As you can see, I got the black one. Let's go through some of the pictures so you can kind of get an idea of what it probably looked like if they did a better job than I planned to do. They have a couple different colors. The sage one looks fairly nice if you want something brighter. If you want to go with a blue theme, the indigo is also fairly nice. Looks like there's some pockets on the outside for paperwork, probably flight tickets and stuff if you want to hand carry this. In general, looks like just a pretty nice, small, compact way to maintain your cables. Looking through the description a little bit, soft interior, genuine leather accents. Genuine leather is actually a bit of a trickster if I remember correctly. Genuine is actually one of the lowest grades of leather, but still real leather. Let's see, elastic loops to help with fitting thicker things in. Big boon is that it is a water repellent case, so if it gets a little wet in the rain or something when you're going from hotel to flight or flight to hotel, that's going to be fine. And it has a little bit of I'm not sure you can call it a hidden storage if it's in a zippered component. They have a 2-year warranty, 14-day return. Product dimensions are right here, but as you saw, it's not too big, not too small. And then they give a nice little design explanation as to why they built what they built. But pretty well reviewed here. So let's get into it. First, I'm going to sample the Governor's Cuvée Stanford, just to start off the sipping part. Pretty nice. Got a nice bubble to it. Has that very soft wine champagne taste. Not too bad. So now we're going to open up the Native Union. Fun tear bag. And it pops right out. Materials on the outside feel very nice. I'm assuming this is the genuine leather. It's kind of got the little matte finish on it. The canvas also feels pretty high quality. They have their little Native Union logo right there. And then again on the front you have a kind of leather and canvas mesh with a little accent line. It is very nice. Even got little Native Unions on the tags. Just feels like a good, firm product. Keep your cables relatively safe, as much as a cable can be safe. Next up, we're going to try the JP Chenet. Pretty good. A little bit stronger than the Apothec I tried with the Fire Tablet. Had a very strong scent right at the start. Actually, go for that again, because that was a very, very strong smell. I don't know what it is, but it smells actually pretty good. Like, I'm guessing it's probably the Syrah side of it. So, back to the Native Union. We're going to unzip it. Good resistance on the zipper. It's not going to undo itself on its own. Have a little silica gel we'll just throw out of the way. some tags, get the VIP treatment. Looks like it's our warranty. And Australian warranty, I guess things are a little different down under. So on the inside, the elastic bands are nice. Here is our zippered pocket, which, again, pretty good feel there. They have a little, I think, kind of another piece of leather to kind of connect it, to kind of give it a little bit of a spine. The pockets have some pretty good stretch as well, and then a little kind of Apple Pencil holder, which I don't have an Apple Pencil yet, but if I get an iPad sometime soon, I definitely will be getting one. So again, very nice, soft, firm interior. So far, so good. And on to wine 3, the Rondell Gold. Back to that bubbly. I'd say it's a bit drier than the Stanford, and a little bit, I think a little bit more of a pure champagne flavor to it. It's kind of that drier, what is it, lemony, I think it is, compared to the Stanford, which is a little bit sweeter, a little bit softer. Okay. Now, the big thing with these is how much shit can we fit in it? So, I know the big thing they have is the apple brick, so we'll see. Fits perfectly. Then, I know they have AirPods in one of the pockets. There's actually a lot of room in this pocket. I could probably fit some more stuff if I need to, like this fast charger. Yep. Squeezes in just right, and again, like, it's not overstretching, solid right there. Because of that, I can now fit in an external hard drive, which, let's see if it fits. Ooh, just barely. So if you have an external hard drive, you won't be able to fit the pencil. So I'm going to take that out. My wife has a Microsoft pen. It is a good enough substitute for the sake of the video. So that's like some pretty good resistance. This is not going to fall out. These aren't going to fall out. This is A+ so far. Start off with our first USB-C to Lightning cable. Fit that one in. Looks like this one over here is a little bit smaller, so I'm going to put the smaller cable there. Good fit. And then I'm going to use a traditional USB-C to USB-C for my power brick and a slightly larger one. Make sure that that fits. Pull it through. Yeah, again, these are really snug, so you don't have to worry about this stuff falling out or tangling up. Starting to get a little bit heavier, but again, not too heavy. I actually have a whole extra pouch right here. I'll put in my MagSafe charger because it's a little bit bigger. It's got that puck, so I'll throw the puck end in, kind of fold it over, and then just kind of slide those cables in if it wants to go in. Cool. Took a little bit. But again, like, it's still, even without all the stuff that's in this one, this still is pretty solid. Like, can shake. Oh, the MagSafe fell out on that one, but I mean, I gave that a pretty good shake, and this barely came out. And the MagSafe is just such a weighted object, and the little bit looser grip of this, this mesh wrap. So I don't really fault it too much, especially since you're going to be having it like this most of the time anyways. They have a little zipper here. Let's see, there is actually quite a bit of storage in here with two small pouches. So I'm going to put in some USB-Cs. Not USB-Cs, USB sticks. I'm going to put in a SD card sized object into the other one. That's going to be a lot looser. I'd probably make sure this is zip before doing anything else there. Have to turn these sideways to not fall out. Let's see if my external hard drive fits here. No, not going to. But there's a good fit if you want to put some paperwork or something in there. That will fit nicely. So we can zip you shut, and then go ahead and zip all of you shut. And again, this is perfect. Nothing's going to happen to it. Let's transition to our fourth drink now that we've got that all full, the Rosada. It's a little bit clearer than the other two champagnes. Ooh, that one is very sweet. I mean, it's almost colored like a bubbly water. I think it also has the less fizz of the three of them. I think the Stanford had the most fizz. This one was a little bit smoother, but very sweet, almost like a dessert wine. You're gonna want to pair that with something a little bit sweeter, or if you want to go for the contrast, I mean, maybe a little bit like a salty dessert, like a cheese or something. And they do mention, back on this, they have this little external pouch right here. I think they have pictures of passports and stuff. So we're just going to try to slide in this Apple Card signature thing, and it's be a pretty good tight fit in there, especially given how dense this is. It's not really bending it, if you can see. It's pretty good. I had to shake that pretty hard, and it's locked in there, so you can see the table shaking from how hard I did that. This thing's a little bulky. Now that everything's in it, you can kind of see it bends out here, but I mean, it's rigid, it's compact. I can hold it by the zipper and shake it, and it only kind of moved and opened. This thing's robust, and after I've done all that shaking, let's see what it looks like on the inside. Everything is pretty much exactly where I left it. Again, the MagSafe, it's a wonky shaped and weighted thing, so it kind of fell out a little bit, but even then it still stayed 90% in the pouch. Yeah, so, Native Union Stow case. I can't really give a full review until I've actually traveled with it to make sure it, survives the journey, but so far, I'm looking forward to when I maybe travel, visit some family on their side of the country, or travel internationally, maybe go to the wineries for one of these places abroad and enjoy them there. On the Native Union, so far so good. I think it was $50 on the website. For the quality of the material, I'd say that's a solid price. If you can get it for cheaper, definitely buy it. On the wines, I'd say get them Rosada if you like sweet wines. The Rondell, if you like traditional champagnes. The JP Chenet, not as big on red wines, but I think it was pretty solid. I don't know if I'd go for a whole bottle, but if I was at a restaurant, I'd probably get a glass. Same for the Stanford. I think if I was out and that was out on the menu, I'd say yeah, but I don't know if I'd buy a bottle for myself. But that's my personal taste. I think all four of them are great wines, but for my personal taste, I'd stick with these two and then worry about these other two a little bit later. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tech and Sip. Leave some comments below, and hope to see you guys in the next video.